For the last 8 months or so here, it's been pretty annoying losing to the Predators, regular season, playoffs alike. But Preds fans, if you are watching, I just want to let you know that even with your success right now, you're not even close to the level of rival that, say, the St. Louis Blues are. We don't like you, but your success right now is more like the 2008 to 2011 Canucks team against the Blackhawks. You simply just, in the grand scheme of things, haven't really done all that much. Yeah.
Woohoo! We are in a week. Yeah. Can't get any better.
If you were upset with that intro, well, I don't apologize. You can turn this off whenever you want to. You are under no obligation to watch this video. If you did enjoy it, however, at least maybe to some extent, hello and welcome to Hawks Recap. Game 24 of the Blackhawks season in the books. Unfortunately, the Hawks lose this one 3-2 to the Predators in Nashville. Third game this season between the two teams, and every single game has come down to a single goal. Unfortunately, the Predators have had the better of the luck in 2 of those games. Blackhawks on the back end of a back-to-back after playing last night. Forsberg in net, and he played well. And honestly, the Blackhawks played pretty decently considering they were on the back end of a back-to-back, but you could tell the Predators had more jump and they were able to pull off this victory because of that. First period, both teams coming out in this game trying to get off firing, and they pretty much do. Both teams coming into this game 4-0-1 in their last 5. The Predators coming into this game winning 10 out of their last 12 and are 7-1-1 since acquiring Kyle Turris. They are coming in hot and on fire, and 3 minutes into this first period, Forsberg gets the opening goal of this game. He puts the puck on net. Our Forsberg makes the save, but there's traffic in front. The puck somehow finds its way over to Forsberg again, and he buries it into the back of the net and gets the 1-0 lead, and the crowd is into it. So the crowd's into it. They start doing their silly little chant that they do after every goal, saying how Forsberg sucks and it's all his fault, and I'm a little confused as why they're berating their own player. He just put you guys up early in this game with a goal. It just seems weird to me. But anyhow, you could get frustrated about this, but then you think, all right, we got a playoff atmosphere here. The blood is pumping now. Let's see how Forsberg, our goalie, responds to this. See how he does in this type of environment. He hasn't really had to deal with that quite yet. I'm not saying he's going to be playing in the playoffs for us, but it's kind of cool to see how he will respond to it, as well as the rest of the team. Playoff hockey in November, I like it. 2 minutes after that goal, the Hawks do something that they did really well in the last game, and that's respond after getting scored on. DeBrincat races down to nullify an icing call, gathers the puck, and with all 5 Nashville defenders in the area, he just rips a pass over to a onslaughting Wingles, who tips the puck in for the goal past Rene, and everyone's confused except for DeBrincat, except for Wingles, except for the Hawks, except for the scorekeepers, because it's 1-1 tie game. Patrick Kane would have so many great chances in this first period to put the puck in the back of the net and give the Hawks the lead, but he just can't find a way to do it. He had a chance right on the doorstep, wide open net, had the puck at his feet, could not transfer it from his skate to his stick and into the back of the net. Oh, just a missed opportunity there. He had a one-timer later on that he just has another wide open net and just shoots it right back into Rene. I mean, those are 2 opportunities that Kane usually buries 9 out of 10 times. And then he has another chance where it looks like he might have a breakaway. Instead, he runs into the ref. Just frustrating. This game just does not go right for him. He had 3 assists in the last game. Could have easily had 3 goals in the first period alone here. But, you know, sometimes it's just not your night. And tonight just didn't seem to be Kane's night. So the Hawks and Preds go into the first intermission tied at 1 apiece after the Hawks doubled up the Preds in shots in that first period, 14-7. Could have easily had the lead going into the first. Unfortunately, right at the end of the period there, Duncan Keith gets called for an unsportsmanlike penalty and has a power play for the Predators to start off the second period, and that seemed to give the Preds momentum in this game. The Preds wouldn't score on the power play early on in the second, but they would score less than 4 minutes into the period when Watson redirects a shot right in front of the net, right basically on the side of Forsberg there to put the Preds up 2-1. Coach Quenneville challenges for goalie interference. It gets upheld, so the goal is good. Personally, I think because the call on the ice was a good goal, I don't think there was enough to really overturn it. I think that's why they stood with the call on the ice and left it as a good goal. But frustrating goal to give up because it was just kind of a redirection, just kind of a garbage, dirty goal that, Forsberg really couldn't do anything about, and it's just kind of puck luck, Sometimes that happens, and those are the types of things that can win you games. Unfortunately, it goes against the Hawks in this one. Even though the Preds would outshoot the Hawks 13-11 in the second period, you could kind of tell that the Preds were dominating the play a little bit more than that in the second period. A lot of turnovers from the Hawks, and you could tell that their legs were kind of starting to get to them, kind of tired players a little bit from playing the night before, and the aggressive forecheck of the Predators was just wreaking havoc on the Hawks, not getting the puck out cleanly and not getting a whole lot of great rushes going the other way. Tough second period, but they don't let the Predators score again. They unfortunately can't find a way past Rene. Had some good looks, but ultimately Rene was up to the task. He had a fantastic game in this one. And the game goes to the third period with the Preds up 2-1. Third period now, and 1 minute in, Patrick Kane gets called for a high-sticking infraction, and the Hawks go on the penalty kill once again early in the period, and just the frustration kind of got to Kane. Just could not get anything really going in this game. No bounces going his way, and unfortunately he takes a really bad third period penalty, and it ends up costing the Hawks, and actually ends up turning out to be the game-winning goal for the Preds. On the power play, Roman Josi gets the puck on the left side, lots of space around him, takes a slap shot low and right, but it looks like it deflects off Seabrook just enough, goes in between the arm and the leg pad of Forsberg and into the back of the net, and extends the Preds lead to a score of 3-1. If it doesn't hit Seabrook there, if it doesn't deflect off him, I think it goes right into Forsberg's glove. Just another case of bad puck luck there for the Hawks, but in any case, you still can't take that type of penalty in the third period. There's no excuse for it, and the Preds take advantage of it and extend their lead. All three of the Predators' goals in this game came under 4 minutes into each period. They got a goal early in the first, they got a goal early in the second, they got a goal early in the third. It helped give them momentum for the periods. But every single one of those goals, they weren't really bad goals that Forsberg gave up. Two unfortunate puck bounces and another one where there was traffic in front and a rebound goal. And I mean, you can't really blame Forsberg for this game. He played very well. He made a lot of really good saves at other points of this game too. He was by far not the reason why the Hawks lost this game. But even though the Hawks lost, they did not lose by 2 goals. Thanks to the fourth line, the energy line, Wingels, Boma, Hayden. Oh man, I love this line. I've been saying this all year. We haven't had this type of line for the Blackhawks in many years. I mean, this is a great line to have in our tool set. I mean, it's awesome to see the Hayden gets the puck out to Boma, who puts a puck on Rene and it squeaks through somehow. Wingles is there just creating havoc in front, and the Hawks cut this lead down to 1 halfway through this third period. They have given themselves a chance now. They grab some momentum from this. I mean, this is what the energy line brings. They just, oh man, they make some really good plays to just kind of get the team's spirit going in the right direction and kind of wake them up a little bit. Absolutely. I can't say it enough. I love it. I absolutely love it. Unfortunately, about 3 minutes after that, said energy line tries to do a little too much, and Wingles gets called for tripping, and the Hawks PK unit has to go work for a big kill. And Schmaltz gets a huge chance shorthanded. He strips the puck from Subban, who's trying to do way too much, trying to be way too cute in the neutral zone. Schmaltz strips it from him. He's in on a breakaway, tries to go forehand, backhand, 5-hole, but Rene shuts it down. Oh, so close for a game-tying shorty late in the third period, but it just would not be. The Hawks would get a power play way late in this game. Their power play was pretty much awful the entire game, though. Pred's penalty kill unit was fantastic, making it really tough on the Hawks entering the zone and getting set up. The Hawks, however, did get about 1.5 minutes of extra attacker time with the goalie pulled, and it set up a gorgeous opportunity right on the side of the net. Wingles with the puck on his backhand, basically top half of the net wide open. All he has to do is elevate it, but he can't. Rene gets his leg out, makes the save, and the Hawks fall in this one 3-2. And honestly, though, all things considered, I thought the Hawks played pretty well. Yeah, they made some turnovers. They had struggles with the aggressive forechecking of the Predators, had struggles getting the puck out of their zone and getting rushes the other way. They had tired legs second and third periods, especially with playing the night before, but they outshot the Predators 39-31 in this game, and they were the team that were on the back end of a back-to-back on the road against a team that was red hot coming into this game. And if the puck pounces their way a little bit in this game, they win this game. They played pretty much well enough to win. They just didn't get the help they needed from the puck gods. Unfortunately, sometimes it's just not your night, and tonight just didn't seem to be the Hawks' night. I was really perplexed to see that Philip Forsberg got the first star in this game. Yeah, he had a goal, but number one, I thought our Forsberg played better. And number two, Pekka Rinne was by far and away the best player on the ice. He had 37 saves in this one, and 10 of which were A-plus chances for the Hawks. He was the reason the Hawks did not win this game. Just far and away, first star all the way. Just absolutely boggles my mind that he wasn't. I know it doesn't matter. It's semantics. It's whatever. Still dumb. Get your act together, Nashville. Anyhow, tough divisional loss for the Hawks, but they can't hang their heads. They've got 2 upcoming divisional games right away against the Stars here. They got to find a way to pull out at least 2, hopefully 3, if not 4 points from those 2 games. And then they got to play the Kings as well to finish up this stretch of games compact into a single week. It's going to be tough, but I'm liking what we're seeing out of the Hawks. Even though the result didn't go our way in this one, I am optimistic about our chances in these upcoming games. Now, I mentioned it in the last video, but I would not be surprised, especially with the slate of games here, to see some of the healthy scratches get some ice time in the upcoming 3 games. Maybe Caro, maybe Kempney. I'd like to know your opinion, what you think the lineups might look like in these next 3 games. Who will get a shot? Who would sit for the Hawks? I'm curious to see what you think. But with that said, thank you so much for watching this episode of Hawks Recap. I hope you enjoyed it. At least I hope you enjoyed it more than the result in this game. Let me know your thoughts on the game and the team's performance down in the comment section below. Like, share, subscribe if you so choose to. I appreciate it if you do. But most importantly, stay safe, make good decisions, and I will see you next time.